All right, now let's take a look at the latest S&P 500 overview as of this morning and how this conflict will impact the global markets. And we'll start off with Microsoft. As you can see, the color is sort of pink to red to pink over here, and it shows that it was down by 2.23% and stood at the level of 420.69. And the latest latest updates on Microsoft is that Microsoft has given its consumer Copilot, an artificial intelligence assistant, a more amiable voice in its latest update, with the chatbot also capable of analyzing web pages for interested users as they browse. And the US software maker now has an entire army of creative directors among the psychologists, novelists and comedians, finessing the tone and style of Copilot to distinguish it. And long identified with business software, Microsoft has had a much harder road in the consumer realm, and its Bing search engine, for instance, is still dwarfed by Google. And additionally, consumers who spend $20 monthly for Copilot Pro can actually start testing a think deeper feature that reasons through choices like whether to move to one city or another, and that's on Microsoft. And on the same technology updates for Oracle, for example, it was also down by 1.90% and stood at the level of 167.16. And same goes to Adobe. It shows a red color, which was down by 2.89% and at the level of 502.80, and also same sectors under the technology semiconductor, and that's on technology updates for as of now. And move on to Meta updates and the latest updates on Meta. It shows that Meta platform said on Tuesday it will expand investment in artificial intelligence innovation in Vietnam, including production of its latest mixed reality headsets from 2025 to 2026, and its footprint in the country as well. And the announcement came during a visit to Vietnam by Meta's president for global affairs, Nick Clegg, and just a week after he met Vietnamese President To Lam in New York. And Meta has tens of millions of users in Vietnam of its Facebook social media platform, and it would soon begin testing Meta AI in Vietnamese, having started its business AI for Messenger testing in the country in June, with its full launch by the end of this year. And that's on Meta. Let's see the Meta updates as of now. It shows a green color. Same goes to Google as well. It's under communication services sector, and it shows that Meta was upped a bit by 0.70% and stood at the level of 576.47. Meanwhile, Google shows that it was upped by 0.74% and at the level of 168.42. So it's a positive impact towards all these communication services, both Google and Meta. Meanwhile, for Amazon, as you can see, sort of purple color over here, it was down by 0.64% and at the level of 185.13, and that's for Amazon under consumer cyclical. Then the latest updates on Amazon, it shows that Amazon.com Inc. won partial dismissal of a US Federal Trade Commission lawsuit accusing it of maintaining illegal monopolies through their were not immediately clear, and the FTC has accused the online retailer of using anti-competitive tactics to maintain dominance among online superstores and also marketplace. And on the next, I want to show you on the updates on Tesla. It's under the auto manufacturers. It was down by 1.38% and stood at the level of 258.02, and it was down by 1.38%, like I mentioned earlier. But that was for Tesla. But on the another update for semiconductors, it was for media. It was down by 3.66% and stood at the level of 117, and that's for our semiconductors. But meanwhile, at the same time, we can see that for a same sector is under the Broadcom. It shows that it was down by 2.92% and also stood at the level 167.47%. In conjunction to that, we can see that we have a mix of colors over here. We have green, we have a sort of purple closing to pink, and also basically it was a mixture of positive and also negative impacts from the conflict of the Middle East that's happening between Israel and also Iran.